What kind of yoga you've been doing for digestion?
I did that. I was working with that one video you sent me a bit, the squat,
Hmm.
malasana, I think it's called. And then yeah, stretching up, doing some of that, then learn some side moves. But I just finished up this one video. I've been doing hot water with lemon, two of those in the squat position, and then doing my morning regular stretches. But then I finished the video today, and he has a series of stretches all designed after taking these two warm glasses of lemon water. Malasana stretching, stretching up 10 times, stretching to the side 10 times, and then back, stretching like this. I guess it stretches out the intestines and the colon. So I just finished that up.
I've also realized that in the morning, if I take hot water with lemon, it really gets the stuff going really quickly.
Mhm. Yeah. So here's a nice one for everybody to visualize if they choose. There's been a lot of pain down there, so the malasana can be tricky. And I believe there are at least one fissure, anal fissures. I don't know if you're familiar, but those who aren't, it's a tear in
Mm.
this area. So it's been on and off for a few months, but it's been really activated recently. So um, it's really fucking painful, you know, the
Mm.
poop going past there. Very open, exposed, sensitive skin. And then if it's hard, that's even worse. Ideally, you have soft stool, so dialing in the food and stress levels, emotions, obviously. But then the muscles will contract too because it wants to protect itself.
Mm.
So yesterday I had a strong one come through, and it was like, just try to relax, let it come out, and be done with it. And I have this cream, it's called Prani Cura. I found from this YouTuber, the Friendly Proctologist, and it's been helpful, but it needs to go in conjunction with all the other things to create soft stool and regularity, and can't just eat whatever I want. Um, so I finally feel in an emotional place where okay, I can yeah stick to warm vegetables boiled in water with warming spices and herbs, and yeah, smoothies and bone broth, and doing very little sugar as well because there's been itching, which I was told is from eczema, which I believe is from candida, some kind of gut thing that causes skin things. So skin stuff is the symptom, I believe, in candida or gut. Something is the more of the root cause, but there's obviously something that's causing gut stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to be going to Mexico for the Greater Reset. I feel like my health um, needs my attention, and flying out there and staying in a place for 9 days and being in a tropical hot place could be and my history of going to those kind of places. I've gotten um, skin outbreaks and itching or sun poisoning before. So I woke up with that realization yesterday. I'm like, okay, I'm letting go of my attachment to going on this trip, which it seems super fun. Could be really awesome. Meet a bunch of great people. And okay, what's the lesson for my ego to let go all of that too, and just stay and chill and rest and rejuvenate.
It's probably better also for you would probably binge on foods like festival foods and maybe not, but when there's so many people around you with the same breathing pattern and they're all having fun and drinking, maybe smoking, maybe eating processed junk food. There's going to be stalls, there's going to be food trucks, processed stuff. And if you want to heal your gut and everything, maybe maybe that's better. And then maybe for the fissure, maybe like some uh, pea enemas, because the pea has stem cells.
That is a good point. And it's very easy to be influenced by other people and their eating and being around a bunch of high vibe people and being subject to whatever foods I could be around. Because there's an option to stay at people's places or to like stay in a group house. And that would be me. It'd probably be like 10 to 15 people. And I would be sleeping in a bed next to other people's beds, not having my own private space. So that would be not ideal. There's been sleepless nights and pain and deep, dark soul, night of the souls. Um, So it's a lot of variables up in the air. And I think a pea enema would be nice at some point. Could stem cell back that skin and
Uh-huh.
up.
Like if I go to, there's this market here where there's like tropical fruits and of all kinds, and even, all kinds of diets and everything. And there's a lot of people there every single day since this place is kind of a tourist center, like south of Spain, like really, really tourist city, big city. And I'm like, okay, I wanna get some grapes. I want some dark grapes today. And I go over there, and all the way that I'm walking there, my breathing is the same, like I did breath work or just my usual state, that it's what it's like when I'm home alone or whatever, or when I'm walking in the city and I'm not in the market. And it took me a while to understand this. And it was basically, I had a craving for grapes because of, let's say, hydration. I had a craving for, like, I want just a few grapes, just to get that taste in my mouth and to get that nice water that it has. And I go to the market, I start walking around, and suddenly the little bundle of grapes that I want to buy, I end up buying like 2 bags of grapes, and I'm buying a melon, and I'm buying a juice. Like, I have an idea of, I'm gonna buy the grapes, and then I'm gonna come home and sit down like in the sunshine and put my headphones on, put some nice podcast on, and like really enjoy every single one of them. But as I'm walking the market, where there's so many people from all over the world, and they're like, "Oh, I want to try this fish. I want to try that. I want to try that. I want to try that." There's so many people just eating, just eating, just eating. And suddenly I have this, okay, I'm gonna eat the grapes at home, but I want a juice now. As I'm walking this market, and then I buy myself a juice, like a $3 smoothie of something, just so I can have something as I'm looking around for other things. And then I'm like, but I want something for the trip home as well. And then I buy too much, I buy 3 times as much grapes as I want. I buy the juice, and on my way home, I'm eating like dates, which are really dry, and by the time I come home, I don't have the capacity to eat even the little part of grapes that I wanted, let alone the 2 bags. And then I'm just sitting there going like, but I didn't want the dates at all. I didn't want the juice at all. What the hell happened? And it took me so much time to realize that every single time that I go into the city, I buy too much. I buy stuff that I never imagined I wanted to eat. And it's almost always too much. It's almost always like, you have your capacity. Let's say you can eat a plate of vegetables. But if I'm in that market, I'm gonna buy like two more carrots or two more cauliflowers or two more zucchinis because I'll be like, I'm gonna eat all of that. And then I'm at home, I made it all. I ate half of it, the original thing that I wanted to eat, and then the other half, I'm kind of looking at it going like the fucking market again. And the breathing, which is like, give me more, give me more, give me more. So yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's a really cool discovery of how we can unconsciously tap into the breathing patterns of other people or the thought forms that they all got running around, and then how can that interweave with ours, and then okay, I'm going to get some grapes, but then we can be subject to all these other factors, and then next thing you know, you just find yourself doing all these things. And also, like you mentioned, okay, I'm going to have a bundle of grapes, sit down and be present with them. Maybe I'll enjoy a podcast while I just enjoy each one. And I've noticed I just started doing it again where I'm not going to watch something on a screen while I'm eating because it's like, oh, dopamine time. Like I'm going to take a break for myself, just watch something, learn something, or laugh, and then just, you know, enjoy the sensations of the food as well. But like,
Mm.
and then just sitting down again without anything, like, okay, I'm still eating, maybe kind of fast, maybe not chewing as much. And then there's thoughts and then presence on the thoughts rather than, okay, like, let me really dial in on this. Because for me, I've been eating mostly vegetables, preferably lower carb or lower sugar vegetables, with lots of onions, garlic, and ginger, and then sometimes quinoa, sometimes not. And like, you know, tahini is like the main thing to get some protein, fats, and oil as well. And it can be a nice flavor, but it obviously I like the variety, but there is definitely something about simplifying, just being at peace with just whatever it is, focusing on one thing. For me, I think also as a manifest generator of like, oh, I want to do
Mm.
all
Mm.
the things, and like, oh, eating is just something else I got to do, or like, but I do spend a lot of time cutting vegetables and cooking and stuff. But yeah, there's something to it that I like, and that is a part of my gift here, and is a part of my ability to like trade in exchange for services and goods and a place to live and all that. Working together on a team is cooking and all that. Working with Rachel, she's introduced a lot of good cooking tips for me, and as well as healing the digestion, parasite cleansing. Um, but yeah, I've been taking a break off of fruit because apparently for candida and also eczema's, sugar is not good. And being here, I'm not where I usually live. I'm watching some dogs at this house right now. And these people always have so many sweets. And it was just Christmas time. So they had this box of cookies. And my first day, I ate them all. And, yeah, it was a very rough night. But now it's like, okay, I'm evened out. And um, like yesterday, I had a smoothie, uh, mostly greens and nuts. And then I have quinoa, vegetables, tahini, and then I had some bone broth at night. And I may do that again today. And yeah, focusing on the one breath. Also, just finished up a Mondo Zen, 4 sessions of Mondo Zen, if you're familiar with that. And it's dialing in on the breath and